Today we are discussing about the classification of the data structures. So in our previous video, we are discussing about what is data and what are the different formats of the data and why we are using the data structures. We covered these 3 points, right? Today we are covering the classification of the data structures. We know that the data structure means structuring of the data, arranging as well as organizing of the data on the storage devices. That means on memory. Now, we can broadly classify the data structures into two categories. One is the linear data structures and the second one is the simply the non-linear data structures. So we can understand what do you mean by the linear and non-linear data structure means. First of all, we can understand how the memory is arranged. We know that either the storage or memory is look like a set of locations like racks in our almara or in our shelf. So these are called locations. Each and every location is identified by a particular number, generally start with 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Right. These numbers are known as addresses. That means each and every memory location has an address to identify that location. Now, the linear data structure means let us consider the data A, B, C, D. I am taking the 4 data items, for example, to arrange as a linear data structure. The linear data structure means in memory location, in memory, the data is arranged in a consecutive or the data is stored in a sequential pattern or in a consecutive memory location. That means A is stored in a 11th location, B is stored in a 12th location, C is stored in a 13th location, and in 14th location D is stored. That means the data is stored in a sequential fashion on the storage. This is known as a linear data structure, right? So, what do you mean by the non-linear data structure? In non-linear data structure, the data is not stored on the memory in a sequential fashion. The data is stored on the memory randomly when and where the storage is or the storage space is available. For example, this is 15th location, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and so on. Let us consider this is 20th location. Let us consider A is stored in the 20th location, B is stored in a 15th location, C is stored in a 17th location, and D may be stored in somewhere else. That may be, let us consider this is maybe 22 location for our understanding. So D is stored in a 22 location. So, how we are going to be accessing the nonlinear data structure or how we are accessing the linear data structure? This is the problem. So, simply let us consider we are going in linear data structure, one after another will be accessed by using the addresses. Generally, in the programming, suppose we are considering an array. Right? Array is an example for the linear data structure. In the same way, stack is a linear data structure, and queue is also a linear data structure. These are the examples for the linear data structures. So, graphs. Graphs is a example for the nonlinear data structure. Trees, right? Trees are the example for the nonlinear data structure. These are the some of the examples for the nonlinear data structure. How we can access either linear or nonlinear data structures. Suppose I am considering the A is an array. Let us consider A is like that. A is like that. In A, there are 4 to 5 locations. Let us consider. And we know that this is the index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the index of an array. Here we store 15, 17, 19, 20, and 21 as the data. Then how we are going to be access the values by using the index of an array? Simply we are going to be write. So A of I means index or subscript. We are going to be called I is a subscript or index value. Actually, simply I write I value equal to 0, A of I, that means first element is accessed. I am increasing the I value, A of I plus 1, we can write, or A of I plus, we are going to be right? A of I plus. Then I value is increased from 0 to 1, 17 is accessed, right? Here 15 is accessed, here 17 is accessed. In this manner, by incrementing these index value, we can access the one after another element in a linear data structure. But in the non-linear data structure, let us consider the tree is like that. Actually, this is the tree, right? How we are going to be access the nonlinear data structure? So in nonlinear data structure, to access a particular node or access the particular data element, suppose here 10, 20, 30 data, 40 and 50. For each and every time, we calculate the address by, by using a specific method. Okay, friends, we can understand the what is the linear and what is the nonlinear data structure. But here, there is one data structure is there, that is linked list. The linked list is a versatile data structure. It is a nonlinear data structure, but it exhibits the linear organization while accessing the data element. We are going to be note an important point. The classification of the data structures is depending upon the how data is arranged on the memory. So the classification either linearity or non-linearity of the data structure depending upon the arrangement arrangement of data on memory. Okay, friends, I hope you can understand this one. Thank you.